welcome back to the Swindon Not with me, Dr. Benji FM. So we are through in the Champions League group, as you can see from the image at the bottom there. We went through with 14 points unbeaten in the Champions League, and this was the final game to clinch it, to seal the top spot. Bayern Munich didn't qualify, my word. Kaska at the double for us. That was his first. This is the second. We played really well. Again, we beat Juventus last episode, as you saw, if you didn't miss that spoiler. And again, we're through. And I thought this was the only game I'd show you because I thought it was important. So yeah, a 2-1 win at home versus Bayern Munich, on to a quarter-final. Right then, quarter-final day of the Capital One Cup. Just a minor trophy, but a trophy we've not won before, so I'm taking it semi-seriously. You want to try everything you're involved in. So yeah, our league form is... I've not shown you a league game for a little while. Our league form is just going along, just bobbling along nicely, sitting in sixth, which isn't too bad. We've created a gap now between ourselves and the bottom half, which is lovely, and it looks like Europe may well be a possibility again next season. But obviously, we're going to win the Champions League, so I don't really have to worry about that. In terms of the Capital One Cup business, we've had a relatively easy one so far. QPR and Newcastle on our way to this quarter-final. And as I say, what we'll do straight after this, we've got some improved facilities coming soon. If we get through, obviously I'll show you the semi-final draw, and I'll definitely show you the first-round knockout draw to see who we get after Christmas. Right then, we've got a big game on the horizon. Mario Götze has been out for 7 weeks since the last episode. He got injured the next game against Fulham, which we weirdly lost, actually. We beat Juventus 3-1 and then lost the bottom of the table Fulham. I don't know if they're still bottom, but they were at the time. Yeah, they're still struggling down there. Obviously, the winning it does help them. Oh, now this is funny. Last time we played Juventus, they played with a very similar formation to this. So it's going to be down to us to get it back. As you can see, a few familiar names. Carlton Cole at the back for them, which is going to be interesting. I'm aware that that's probably not Carlton Cole. But because Götze is out, Taylor Cleaver has been playing for us recently. He's not fantastic. His finishing does let him down a little bit, but everywhere else, he's not a bad replacement. His passing could do with a little bit of work. But only 20, and he's English. We'll give him a go in the Capital One Cup. Right then. This can only go well. Now, our last team talk didn't go particularly well, if you remember. That one's gone okay, but it can go better. Here we go. So there's a lot more to come from them. Taylor Cleaver didn't respond, but he listened passionately, which I don't know. I don't know if I've ever listened with passion. I don't know about... Has anyone ever listened passionately before? Anyway, we are into said game. Cleaver knocking it out. Contreras already on the march. 20 seconds in. Ball into the middle. Bartra clears. He's Barcelona, isn't he? He's at Barca as we speak, I do believe. But yeah, this is going to be a tough game. City are obviously a very good side, even this late in the game. Like they're still up there. They're still a top 6 club. So we're going to have to do our very best to beat them. And it's a good block by Avakov. And they get themselves a corner. They put it in. Oh, that's another good block. Oh no, it's gone wide apparently. Mike Richards struggling with a bit of fitness. We'll see how that goes. He may well recover. He's gone from 74 to 81 to 82, back to 84. So somehow he's getting better as the game goes on. And he's kind of levelled off with everyone else. He's on the ball now. Gives it to Joe Allen. Can he create something? He's a very sort of... I wouldn't say he's a pivotal player in our team, but he does the job. Contreras, as you can see, our fullbacks looking to get forward on either side. When one pushes forward, the other one sort of sits back, so it works quite nicely. Contreras into the middle. Oh, Kaska can't miss, and he does so. This partnership, by the way, Pizarzouk, or Pixie, as we're going to call him, and Kaska, is going really, really, really well. If you remember the goal against Bayern, the second goal, Kaska's second goal, it's actually a prod on, or a nod on, from Pizarzouk, Pixie. I've got to try and get Pixie in my main name, Kaska. Unless anyone wants to come up with a name, actually, let's do that. What shall we use? Should we call him Pixar? Or we could call him Pixar, maybe. Okay, well, give me suggestions in the chat. What should we call Pizarzouk? He's called Yanu. Yanu, we could go with Yanu. Oh, Kaska's injured. Yeah, okay, we've got some quite good replacements to come on. I guess we'll give... Oh, Fongena wasn't so... I was going to say ill then. If he wasn't so unfit, I'd definitely give him a go. Now, this is interesting. Dean Sindrick. Not a natural striker by any means. But he's quite basic. He's good technique as well. I'm going to give him a go, I'm going to try something very different. Obviously, Ongenda looks like the obvious choice. He doesn't look like he's well suited to this, but I just have a funny feeling he might do okay. It's all about positioning, and I think he might have that. We're 1-0 up as well, away at the... I've seen this at the Etihad, although I'm not 100% sure. They may well have moved, actually. Azu. Oh, it's a good first early chance. And our defensive play this season has been really good. It's been very pivotal in how we've been able to operate. We've won quite a few games 1-0, so that's been useful. As Wellington gets in there, I love him as an anchor man. He's the perfect anchor man. I think my dream at the start of every FM save is to get to a point where I can get a Brazilian anchorman to just be my rock, and Wellington is. The problem is, obviously, he's one of those players that other clubs are stiffing around. I've got a few of them, and he's on the list. Pixie's one. Come up with a name better than that, please. Casca is interested by a few clubs. Manamana is interested. Even Abakov has picked up interest recently. So, got to try and fend it off and create something rather special at the Swindon lot. Emre Can fires wide, and with 70 minutes gone, we're still 1-0 up. Obviously, it will go to extra time. Emre Can nods it on, and they've got a man free in the middle. If they can find Can, Joe Allen. I'll tell you what, they played together recently for Liverpool, and now they're working against each other. Pizaruk, it's not the greatest of... I don't know what it was. It wasn't the delivery. It wasn't really anything, was it? As they force their way down the left-hand side. Back stick. Baraldi, I believe it is. Yeah, it is, with the goal. 1-1. Not ideal, but, we're away from home, so you can't expect too much. Our attacking change doesn't seem to have done anything. I don't know if that's a missed header, which is just... they've got really lucky with. We're going to have to change it up. 15 minutes to go. Let's just have a little think about this then. So, Fakir will come on. Actually, Kopic. I think what we're going to do is take Cleaver off. We're going to play Kopic and... in fact, what we're going to do... Sindrick likes it out here on the right wing. We'll bring Fakir on. He's struggling for a little bit of fitness, but I think he might do the job. Pizaruk, he's on a yellow, but he is playing well. Okay, let's have a think about this. Right, we're going to take off Allen. We're going to put Fakir out on this left side and play Kopic just behind, because he can play out there. Let's just give this a roll. People will... this is obviously a familiar formation to some, but I just think with the players we've got at our disposal, this might work. We've become a little bit softer in the middle because of it. And Contreras is struggling for a bit of fitness. If this goes to extra time, our attacking ability is going to diminish quite a lot. Sidoric now. Can he get it in the middle? We've got a man there. Oh, Kopic nearly got the goal. Cresswell starting this game on the left-hand side. No, not a highlight. Counter. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just to save the fitness and the legs of my fullbacks, I'm going to go defensive for the second half. Or the extra time, sorry, because I don't want our fullbacks or wingbacks pushing on quite as much. I want them to sit, try and save a bit of energy. If you get the chance to break, I'm sure they will do, as instructed, but I don't really want to force the issue as we go to extra time. It's not a penalty shootout with Swindon yet, I don't think. I might have had one, actually, a very long time ago. Into the second half of extra time, we've made all 3 substitutions. I assume they've probably done the same. Wow, thank God I didn't look at that, because that would have just depressed me. Abakov makes a really good block tackle. Oh, that's the one of those you just want it to dip over, don't you? Sergej Samper playing for City with Can. Icardi now very good on this game. Aguero's hit the bar. Manamana gets it away. Holy moly. I'm going to assume that they've made all their... Icardi's hit the bar again. And we get it clear. They have made all 3 substitutions. Lucas Romero on their bench with Harry Wilson. Some blasts from the past there. Right, Cresswell, come on. Can you find him? See, we're playing it up to Pizaruk, and he's not quite good for it. And I tell you what, Icardi has got the goal. And do you know what? It'll be no disgrace to lose to City after extra time. Their squad is far deeper than ours, with far more quality, so I'm not going to be too upset about it. But you've got to try and stop that initial ball. The finish is wonderful, actually, I've got to say. Even if it is against me, that finish is absolutely wonderful. Wellington. Still time here for us. Obviously, we're playing a wider formation, something we're not particularly used to. And that could be a red card. Hansen, do you know what? The band from the 90s is fouled him there. And he is indeed off. So with 5 minutes to go, they'll probably try to shut up shop. I'm not sure we're going to change all that much. But it gives us, a slim hope. A slim hope. And it looks to me like that's probably going to be it. Signed, sealed, delivered, and it's theirs. And it's not a bad result, but it's not a great... Obviously, losing a game's never good. And a league rival City means they'll just get more games. So, in that tricky winter period, they're going to have a few more games to contend with. So, if anything, this was a tactical defeat. We planned on getting sort of beat after 120 minutes. Actually, that is hurting a little bit. Oh, Plymouth! The mighty Plymouth have made their way to a Capital One Cup semi-final. Apparently it was a defensive error, but, you know, I'm not too bothered about it. And we are going to go our way forward a little bit to the Champions League first round. Obviously, I could have brought you 2 draws. As you can see there, look. The expansion for the club's youth and training facilities has been completed, which is very good. In fact, let's check it, shall we? I don't really show you the inner workings of Swindon. So our facilities are now great and good. Blimey, let's have a buffet, shall we? Jesus. Right, let's get this forward. I'm not sure who's gone through in the Champions League, actually. I didn't take a big look at it. Obviously, you've got Forest coming up. I won't bring in that game because it's only Nottingham Forest. And there's far more interesting things on the line. Here we are, the first round knockout. Okay, so if you take a little look at this, we're going to be playing a team in the unseeded pot. Oh, yeah, Barcelona. No, okay, well, we won't play Juventus. But there's a few teams in there we wouldn't mind drawing. Besiktas, Red Bull, Porto, maybe. Obviously, I think Barca and Dortmund, the ones to avoid. Liverpool, maybe as well. Okay, that won't be us, I don't think. No. Well, I don't know if I don't think it matters actually. Okay, Barcelona, one to avoid. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. One of those big boys is out. Dortmund. Oh, you bloody knobs. Okay. Well, I'll definitely be bringing you that game at some point, the Dortmund game. God's sake, Real Madrid get Salzburg, the lucky swines. Right, okay then, we've got Dortmund, that's coming in February, so that's quite a while away when it does it. You can see that's right over there. So what we'll do, I think, is I will bring you the transfer special next episode. We'll go through a little bit, we'll do the January, obviously I'll bring you updates of the games during the window. See, there's some big ones in there, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, so it's a big campaign. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching. From me, Dr. Benji, with love, with care. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, goodbye. Bloody Dortmund. What a joke.